Hello again, bug-sized friend. Ever wondered what it's like to fight the deadliest wasps on Earth? No? Fantastic, because one of them just found you. Okay, good news. Paper wasps usually aren't aggressive. Bad news? You're currently standing directly under their house, waving at them for some reason. Why would you do that? Paper wasps build nests out of chewed wood pulp, which means their entire home is basically spicy cardboard hanging above your head. A single nest can hold over 100 adults, and they already know you're here. Cool! One wasp slowly lifts its front legs, wings vibrating. Just a warning. Aw, he's nervous. You should probably back away slowly now. Instead, you pick up a pebble. No, don't do that. You toss it at the nest. Direct hit. Fantastic! The entire nest immediately erupts like somebody activated airborne anger mode. Wasp launch toward your face at nearly 20 miles per hour, while the first sting hits your arm like a heated needle getting shoved directly into your skin. Sharp, burning, immediate regret. And unlike bees, paper wasps don't lose their stinger after attacking, which means the tiny psychopath loops back around immediately for another hit. Then another joins in, then another. Okay, now the air itself feels dangerous. You sprint across the roof while tiny airborne sewing machines dive bomb your head repeatedly. One smacks directly into your forehead before bouncing off angrily. Honestly, that one probably hurt his feelings too. Thankfully, paper wasps usually stop chasing you after you leave the nest area. Usually. Because the next species believes in violence immediately. You're walking through the grass now. It's already a terrible survival strategy. Then your foot sinks slightly into the dirt. Crunch. Uh-oh. Yellow jackets hide underground inside abandoned rodent burrows, which means your bug-sized foot is currently standing on the roof of a tiny underground war fortress filled with tiny flying criminals. For 1 second, silence. Then the ground starts vibrating. Oh no. Yellow jackets explode from the dirt like tiny heat-seeking missiles. 1 becomes 10, 10 becomes hundreds, and unlike paper wasps, these guys skip the warning phase entirely. The first thing lands on your back, then your neck, then your leg. And honestly, you stop counting because your entire body starts having a terrible time. Yellow jackets can sting over and over without dying. Unlimited stinging, no cooldown, just violence. You panic and dive beneath a giant leaf to hide. Actually, not a terrible plan, for once. Unfortunately, they followed you under the leaf. Wait, that's illegal. Stingers start punching through the leaf ceiling inches above your face while the buzzing somehow gets louder. Your skin immediately starts swelling while your immune system begins speedrunning a crisis. Turns out yellow jacket venom basically slams your body's panic button. Which feels rude, honestly. Some humans can even enter anaphylactic shock from a single sting. Bug-sized you? Yeah, we've entered medical side quest territory now. You immediately sprint the wrong direction and accidentally run directly into a puddle. Excellent strategy. Several yellow jackets smack into the water behind you while others hover overhead, deciding whether drowning you counts as teamwork. New survival rules. Never trust the ground. Never trust the sky. Honestly, just stop trusting nature entirely. Some wasps paralyze things, some call back up immediately, and some literally mark you with attack pheromones, so the entire colony knows exactly where the idiot is, which seems excessive, honestly. Anyway, evolution somehow kept cooking. You hear this thing before you see it. It sounds like somebody trapped a helicopter inside a soda can. Then it lands nearby. Absolutely not. Cicadia Killers are among the largest wasps in North America. Huge wings, huge jaws, loud enough to cause immediate emotional damage. And somehow, they're usually harmless to humans. which honestly feels fake. Instead, Cicada Killers hunt cicadas. One sting, nervous system offline immediately. Then the wasp drags the still living body underground so its babies can eat it later. Nature remains deeply unsettling. And unfortunately for you, you are now much closer to cicada-sized than human-sized. The wasp slowly turns toward you, buzzing loudly. You freeze. Fair. Then you do something unbelievably stupid. You try to pet it. Why? The stinger hits instantly. Your legs stop working immediately. Not pain at first either. Just disconnect. Your body suddenly refusing to cooperate while the wasp starts dragging you backward through the dirt toward a dark underground tunnel. Oh, good. You grab onto a root while your tiny bug-sized body gets slowly dragged toward what is essentially a larva pantry. Honestly, being eaten sounds terrible. Being saved for later somehow sounds worse. Okay, whoever designed this thing clearly hated spiders. Metallic blue-black body, bright orange wings, long twitching legs, and a stinger nearly a quarter-inch long, which feels medically unnecessary, honestly. Tarantula Hawks specifically hunt tarantulas, which means if this wasp thinks something is prey, you should probably leave immediately. You spot one dragging a full-grown tarantula across the ground. The spider's legs twitch slightly while the wasp casually hauls it away like groceries. The tarantula isn't dead, by the way, just paralyzed, which somehow feels worse. The wasp notices you. Oh good, you slowly begin backing away. Smart. Then immediately trip over the exact same rock. Twice. Less smart. The wasp stings you instantly. Your nervous system immediately rage quits. Justin Schmidt described the pain as instant, electrifying, and totally debilitating. Honestly, yeah, that checks out. Your legs collapse before your brain fully catches up to what just happened. It feels electrical, like somebody plugged your skeleton directly into a wall outlet. You spend the next several seconds rolling around in the dirt making sounds that would genuinely embarrass you later. And here's the insane part. The pain usually only lasts around 5 minutes. Longest 5 minutes of your life though. Meanwhile, the tarantula hawk casually flies away like it didn't just factory reset your nervous system. Rude. Because apparently nature mass produces nightmares now. Executioner wasps have stings so painful people compare them to torture. Bald-faced hornets defend nests like airborne soldiers and will absolutely chase you farther than feels emotionally necessary. Meanwhile, velvet ants, which are actually wingless wasps, squeak when threatened and have stings painful enough to earn the nickname cow killers, which feels unfair for something that still looks like a fuzzy raisin. Honestly, the squeaking somehow makes it worse. And then the forest starts vibrating. Oh no. Nope, absolutely not. The first thing you notice isn't the wasps, it's the sound. The entire nest vibrates with synchronized drumming noises while dozens of metallic wasps scrape against the hive together in perfect rhythm. Not buzzing, drumming. Like the forest itself is telling you to leave immediately. And honestly, the forest is making an excellent point. Warrior wasps have one of the most painful stings on Earth. Justin Schmidt described it as being chained in the flow of an active volcano, which feels like a sentence no insect should ever inspire. The nest trembles louder. Every wasp slowly turns toward you at the same time. Okay, yeah, this feels personal now. You slowly begin backing away. Smart. Then you step on a twig. Fantastic. The entire swarm launches instantly. The first sting feels less like getting stabbed and more like your nervous system catching fire internally. Heat floods through your body while the pain keeps building in waves. You start sprinting blindly through the forest, screaming things that probably can't be repeated on YouTube. Then, somewhere behind you, the drumming starts again, meaning they're still following you. Amazing! And somehow, the final challenger is even worse. At first, you hear them. Deep wing beats echo through the trees like tiny helicopters approaching somewhere ahead. Then one lands above you, and suddenly, every wasp today feels fake, because this thing is enormous. Asian giant hornets can grow nearly 2 inches long with a wingspan over 3 inches. Their venom contains neurotoxins and tissue-destroying chemicals powerful enough to seriously injure humans. Multiple stings can kill people even without allergies. Fantastic! And unfortunately, they rarely attack alone. A small group of giant hornets can wipe out an entire honeybee hive in hours. They literally tear the bees apart one by one, decapitate them, then carry the body parts back to feed their larvae, which somehow feels rude, even by wasp standards. One hornet spots movement below and instantly launches toward you at nearly 25 miles per hour. Then another follows. Then more. Suddenly the forest fills with heavy buzzing while giant hornets cut through the air like oversized airborne sewing machines. You immediately attempt stealth by covering yourself with mud, like Predator. Unfortunately, you forgot you are bug-sized now. So instead, you just become a slightly wetter snack. Excellent! One hornet slams into you hard enough to send your tiny body rolling through the dirt before the stinger punches directly into your side. White-hot pain floods your body instantly. While your muscles lock for a second, you run. Branches whip past your face while hornets reposition around you midair, cutting off escape routes with terrifying coordination. And then you remember something horrifying. Asian giant hornets release attack pheromones, meaning the colony knows exactly where you are. Fantastic! You dive beneath a fallen log while hornets slam against the wood above your head. Dirt rains down around you while the buzzing continues for several horrible seconds before finally fading back into the forest. They wait a few more seconds, just in case, then finally crawl back out slowly, alive, mostly. And right as you start celebrating, you accidentally inhale a yellow jacket. Fantastic.